Hi, I'm gonna wait few minutes for you to come and I'm gonna start today. As I told you in yesterday and in some post, I'm gonna show you how to make this this cake topper in order that you may use in your cakes, and it's very easy to make. Well, let's start, and that's it. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna start with the body, and I'm going to use a yellow fondant to make the body. I'm gonna take a bowl, more or less like that. Okay, and I'm gonna roll a ball. So, okay, now my ball is ready. I'm gonna lengthen the ball like that. Okay, can you see the shape has changed? And now I'm gonna flatten this part with short turns on the table. Okay, and now we need some black strips, so I'm gonna cut them with a minute because I'm making some noise and I want you to hear me properly. Okay. So to make the strips, the better is always to stretch fondant very thin in order to get a better result. So I'm gonna cut some strips. In this case, I'm gonna cut just only 2, but you can add more if you want. Okay, so now I'm gonna stretch it. Okay. And to cut the strips, I'm gonna use a blade, but you can use, for example, a knife, whatever you prefer. But it's always better to use a longer tool to cut easily. Okay, my blade is here. So now I'm gonna cut it. Like that. And now okay, so now I have one. Oops, I made a mistake, but at least I'm gonna stick 2 of them. But you can cut more or even don't put any of them. You can change the clothes if you prefer. So now I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna take this out because I don't like the result. Okay, and I'm going to apply a little, just a drop of water, not so much, and I'm gonna stick it here. And now I'm going to use the scissors to cut it, to cut the excess. Okay, and now the other one. And I repeat the process. So now we have the dress, and now we're going to make the legs. For the legs, I'm gonna use brown fondant. In this case, the color that I use is Autumn Leaf from Sugar Flare. But you can use the color that you prefer. Okay, so I'm gonna roll two balls, the same size if it is possible, like that. Okay, and we need two peel shapes. So I place the ball on the table and I put my finger on top and I roll it back and forth so you can get a peel. So now with this part of my hand I'm gonna flatten it. Okay, more or less it's the same size, so I like it, and I'm going to repeat the same process with this one. Okay, so I flatten it, and now as you can see it has pads on the legs, so I'm gonna make the same, and I'm going to make two indentations on the legs like that, and here. So now to make the pads, I'm going to fill them with pink fondant, light pink, and it's the same process. I'm going to make I'm going to roll two balls, small balls, and yes, a peel, and maybe this is too small, as you can see. Bigger, it has to be bigger, so like that and like that. So now I make a peel. Let me know if you have any question, and I will try to explain myself the better I can. Okay, another peel, and I repeat the same process with this part of my palm. I'm gonna flatten, soft touches, and I put a drop of water, and now I insert the buds like that. Okay, so now they are ready. I'm gonna leave them here, And I'm going to continue with the head. For the head, I'm gonna take again brown fondant, a big bowl, and as you can see on the picture, the head is like an oval shape. It's not a circle, a perfect circle. So I'm going to try to make an oval shape. Okay. Okay. It's smaller than the body, so I need to add a little more to make it bigger. Okay. So now, okay, I'm gonna flatten it very carefully. You don't need to push so hard. And now I'm going to use the Dresden tool. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a line in the middle of the face, so I'm gonna draw it. Yes, here on the middle. Okay. And on the back. So now, for the mouth, I need white fondant. A little ball. I'm going to check the size with the picture to know if I like it or not. Maybe bigger. So now I flatten it. And I think it's better now, the size. And before sticking the mouth, you need to make 2 indentations for the eyes. So the mouth is more or less at this height, so I'm gonna place one eye here and one here, like that. So now we have 2 indentations, and I'm going to fill them with black fondant, 2 tiny peels, because they are very small, so I don't need so much fondant. Okay. And this is the difficult part, because sometimes it drops. Okay, 1 and 2. So now I'm gonna stick the mouth. And for the nose, I need a triangle. So to make a triangle, first I roll a ball, tiny ball, and now with my fingers I push to get a triangle. You can see. And now I stick it here. Okay. I'm gonna add some blush on the cheeks. Here. And here. That's it. Okay. Hi, for those who are coming. I'm very focused on what I'm doing and I forgot to say hello to everybody who is coming. Okay, so now I'm gonna place the ears. For the ears, you can roll two balls of the same size. Although there are many ways to make the ears. But this is a simple one. Okay, so I apply glue here and here. I stick it, and if you like it, you can leave it like that. I think it's funny on this way, but in this case I'm gonna use the small ball tool to make two indentations inside of the ears. So to make the indentations you have to push softly, and now I press against the head. This way the ear is sticked to the head, so it won't fold. Okay? And now I'm going to repeat the same with the other one. I press and now I push like that. So the head is ready, and now I'm gonna leave it here, and we're going to use a dummy to place the body. I use a skewer. Never press, always on a rotary motion. If not, you can spoil all the work. Okay, so now you can see the body is on the dummy. I'm going to stick the two legs that I made a few minutes ago. I put some water, one on this side and one on this one. So can you see? Now I'm gonna place the head, and first of all I'm gonna use a skewer to make a tunnel under the head on the bottom. Like that. And now I apply glue, and now it's easier to stick the head on the body. So now we have ready the body and the head, and now I'm gonna leave it here. I'm going to make the arms, the wings and the antennas. For the arms, we need just 2 balls. So as I always say, you have to try to get the same size, the same amount. If you are not using a scale, a little more. So one is ready. Okay. And now, very easy to make the arms. I'm gonna place my fingers here at an angle, and I roll back and forth to get like a teardrop shape, but with no tip. It's important, no tip. So now you can leave it like that, or you can flatten. Yes, few touches. Okay. And the same with the other one. Roll back and forth. And flatten. Always try to take the size one with another to know if they are similar. And now I'm gonna use the bone tool to make 2 indentations again for the pads on the arms. So one here and one here. Now I'm gonna fill the indentations with 2 tiny balls. In this case, I'm going to use a light pink. Okay, like that. You can push. Not so hard. And now the same with the other one. Okay, like that. Okay, so now they are ready. We're gonna stick them. And as you can see, the arms, they are very close to the head. So, and you can apply some drop of water here on the side to stick it to the head. Okay, one. Okay, and the second one. Okay, can you see? The arms are very close to the neck and they are sticked to the head. So it's easier for them to hold that position. Okay, so now I'm going to make the wings. For the wings, I need white fondant. And there are many ways to make wings. For example, you can use a cutter if you have one, or maybe a cutter for a rose petal. But in this case, I'm going to make a very easy way. We need 4 balls. Two bigger and 2 smaller. No, this is more like this one. Okay. So now we're going to repeat the same process that I made before to make the arms. So at an angle, I roll it back and forth. And the bigger ones are on the upper part. So one for this side. Hi. Okay, so I repeat. I'm gonna take the size, okay, and we make the same with the other ones, with the smaller ones. So okay, like that, and like that. So now we need to flatten them. Always with this part, remember, to avoid fingerprints. Okay, and this one. Okay, so as you can see, we have 2 and 2. This is going to be the position to place them on the back. So now I'm gonna place them here. So as you can see here, we can see the wings over the arms and the head. So we have to take it into account in order to place the wings. Okay, I'm gonna stick them, and now I show you the result. Okay, like that. Yes, a drop of water. One here. You can make the wings in another color. Add some details with powder coloring, or maybe with a tool make some indentations, drawing, as you like. Okay, so now they are sticked, and now we're going to see how it looks. Okay, I like it. I'm happy with the result. We can see the wings, and now it's time for the antennas. So I'm going to make a strip or a sausage, as you prefer, for this piece. I'm going to take black fondant. And before you leaving, I would like to remind you that next week I will be here making another 2 cake toppers. One is a giraffe, and the other one is this bunny. Okay, so I will show you how to make them, and I will tell you when on my post, so you can save the date. Okay, so now I roll a ball. Oops. And you have to make a sausage. Not very thick, if not it looks a little bit weird, so it's better to make it thinner. like that. And well, I prefer to make it flatten, so to make it flat. So I'm gonna use the rolling pin, but you can make a sausage if you prefer. So now I'm going to cut a piece, and I'm gonna stick it on top of the head. Oops, it's alive. And now we need 2 pieces of wire, better if they are the same size. One like that and one like that. Remember, if this is for a child, it's always better if you remind the customer that there are wires on the topper, so it can be dangerous. But it's better always to remind the customer and to avoid disgusting situations, you know. Okay, so now for the antennas, I'm gonna roll 2 tiny balls. And now we need to make 2 tiers, like that, and oops, and like that. So now I'm gonna insert the wire inside, but first of all I need to apply glue to stick it. If you don't apply glue, it's going to be difficult to get it stick it. Okay, now so with your fingers you try to stick the fondant to the wire. Like that. And now I'm gonna bend the wire like that, and the same with the other one. Oops, I need to repeat it. Water. Maybe this is too small. Okay, so now I'm gonna bend it. Oh my god. Stay there. Okay, so now they are ready. So you can put some glue if you want to insert them, but in my case I don't put glue, just I insert them on the head. Okay, so that's it. Okay, do you like it? As you can see, it's very easy to make, and we don't need so much time to make a cute topper, and you can use it for any children cake. And where before you are leaving, I would like to remind you that I will be teaching this free masterclass in a private Facebook group. So if you want to join, sign up on my profile. You have the link to sign up. It's totally free, no credit card required, not payment data. So it's free and you can join. And I will teach you how to make this cute bunny. And well, hope you like it, and remember that next week I will be here to show you how to make a bunny and a giraffe. So I hope to see you here, and well, have a nice weekend. Bye.